God bless you, my beloved child. Your name is secretly connected with this guy who is famous for his rare ability to touch lives without ever trying to take the credit. Even though he walks among millions, he carries a light that few recognize and even fewer understand. Yet you, without knowing it, have been linked to this path of brilliance, and the time has come for that light to illuminate your own road. There is a shift happening around you, unseen but deeply felt. A pull in your spirit, a flutter in your heart, and a stillness in your mind have all been whispering the same truth: you were never ordinary. From the beginning, when your soul entered this world, there was a mark upon you, not one of burden, but of divine curiosity. This mark aligned you not just with the energy of the heavens, but with people whose destinies were meant to echo through time. The one whose name you are tied to, this guy, has done things that have shaped others. His kindness, his bravery, his willingness to choose truth over comfort, these qualities built a wave, and you, without even realizing it, have been riding that current. In the spiritual realm, this connection is not accidental. It is strategic. It is sacred. It is timely. He is famous, not in the way of the world's applause or spotlight, but in the records of the divine, where the real victories are remembered. And your name has appeared next to his in the scrolls that angels read aloud in places beyond what eyes can see. He did not choose you, nor did you choose him, but something greater did. A bond older than your current life has reawakened, and it is calling for you to respond, not with fear, but with fire. You are now being shown signs, not for the sake of curiosity, but for confirmation. The dreams that linger when you wake, the names that repeat in conversations, the moments that feel too perfect to be coincidence, these are not glitches in time. These are instructions wrapped in grace. Follow them. He has walked through fire to become who he is. Not everyone could see the scars, because he wore them with honor, and his silence became his strength. But those same fires are in front of you now, not to consume you, but to refine you. Your purpose is not hidden, it is simply unfolding. And as you open your heart, you'll see how every disappointment, every delay, every detour was preparing you for this unveiling. Let go of trying to understand everything right now. Understanding is often the last piece to arrive when divine truth is unfolding. What matters most is your agreement. Not with the noise of the world, but with the whisper that has always been inside you. That whisper is divine. That whisper is your guide. You've been feeling it, how your name seems to have a vibration to it lately. When people say it, it echoes differently. That's because it is awakening. The syllables are unlocking doors, stirring timelines, attracting opportunities. Your name carries power now, not because of your effort, but because the heavens have breathed on it. That breath has connected it to a path of honor, and to this guy whose influence is no longer just his own, it's yours too. God says, I have watched you in silence, in joy, in pain. I have seen you turn away when you felt unseen. I have seen you keep going when no one clapped. You thought your efforts were forgotten, but I remembered. You thought your tears were wasted, but they watered seeds. And now, harvest is coming to you not as a surprise, but as a confirmation. Your name and his were meant to meet. Not in the way of drama, but in the divine order of restoration. Something in him mirrors something in you. It's not about love the way humans often see it, but about alignment the way eternity understands it. His story opened doors. Yours will walk through them. And in doing so, others will be set free just by watching you rise. You may wonder why now. Why not earlier? Why not when you felt stronger or more certain? Because now, your spirit is ready. You've shed what would have blocked the blessing. You've released what would have rejected the truth. And now, heaven can trust you with what is next. The connection between your name and his has always been there, but now it will be revealed, not for pride, but for purpose. This season is not just a chapter. It is a turning point. It is the moment where the old ends, not with regret, but with reverence. And the new begins, not with fear, but with fullness. Everything that seemed unrelated is becoming a masterpiece. Everything that broke you is becoming your testimony. And everything that confused you is becoming clear. Your name is being spoken in rooms you've never entered. Your voice is being felt in places where your feet have not walked. Because destiny does not need permission, it only needs obedience. You are not waiting anymore. You are being summoned. Do not shrink back. Do not wonder if you are enough. You are more than ready, not because of your perfection, but because of your surrender. That surrender is what aligned you with this famous one. Not famous in crowds, but famous in calling. He has gone before, and now you will follow, not in imitation, but in intention. Part 2 will continue from this moment of revelation and go deeper into the spiritual purpose behind your connection with this person and the transformative energy now working through your life. Would you like me to continue with the next part now? Your name is secretly connected with this guy who is famous for his influence, for his reach, and for how he moves the hearts of people silently, without making noise. This connection was not random. It was written before time began, hidden in the folds of divine design. You may not yet understand the reason, but heaven has been weaving your name into threads that only now are starting to be revealed. Every time you feel something pull your spirit, every time you think of this person without explanation, it's not coincidence. It's communication. There is a message being whispered into your life, and today, it is ready to be heard. There are realms around you moving with purpose. What seems still is actually full of life. There are patterns forming in your path, shaped by things you prayed for even when you forgot you asked. What you considered delays were actually sacred timings, moving you closer to the place where your soul remembers who you really are. You have been watched over, held up, even when you thought you were falling. Nothing about your path is wasted. The connection you feel with this person, this famous figure, is not about fame. It is about spirit recognition. You knew him long before either of you were given names on earth. There are lessons between you. There is a bond between you that time cannot dissolve. Your presence in this moment is not accidental. The energy you feel around his name, his image, his voice, it's all part of a divine stirring. Something bigger is being aligned. You are not meant to chase, you are meant to awaken. This connection is not like the others you've known. It does not seek to drain or confuse. It seeks to reveal. What's being shown to you is a mirror, part of yourself that was locked away behind years of forgetting. You've been asking God to give you signs, and they've been sent, but now it's time to understand what they mean. The signs lead to courage, and courage leads to decision. You are being invited into a deeper place of knowing. This guy, famous for his light, is not just known to crowds. He is known to you, personally, deeply. His name stirs something inside you for a reason. You are not just watching a destiny unfold. You are a part of it. That sense of recognition, of familiarity, is sacred. Heaven uses the familiar to call you back to your path. You may have thought the gap between your life and his is too wide to cross. But in the divine realm, nothing is far. Everything is as near as belief. You do not need to make anything happen. You only need to listen and respond. God says that what is for you cannot be taken, delayed, or broken. It can only wait for your agreement. The stirring in your soul is God's way of waking you up to a promise made long ago. You are not meant to be small. You are not meant to shrink in the shadow of someone else's greatness. You are meant to rise in your own. You are meant to walk beside the light, not just observe it. This message is being delivered now because your heart is ready to receive it. The world may not know the truth yet, but heaven does. Your name is written in this story. You are part of a movement, a shift, something that will not be explained by logic but will be understood by love. Love is the language of God. It is the current that connects soul to soul, dream to reality, spirit to spirit. The path you're on is shaped by love. Stay open. Let the message soak into the places that fear once lived. Let this be the moment you stop doubting the voice that has been trying to guide you. There is no mistake in how often you've been brought back to this person's presence, even in silence. There is no mistake in how your soul leans forward when his name is spoken. This is a signal. A divine signal. You may try to reason with it, explain it away. But your heart knows. Your spirit knows. And now, heaven is confirming it. yes, your name is secretly connected with this guy who is famous for his gift, his heart, his light. This is not a fantasy. This is a future. You don't need to convince anyone else. What matters is that you begin to trust that which you feel in the deepest part of yourself. And there is more coming. God says, your name is secretly connected with this guy who is famous for his mysterious rise, a path unknown to many but seen by divine eyes. This is not a coincidence, not an accident of fate, but a spiritual alignment that was written in the sacred timelines long before your birth. You have walked this journey with questions in your heart, unaware that someone else's footsteps were drawing near to yours, silently, gently, by the will of heaven. There are ties in the unseen realm, cords of divine light that connect souls across time and space. You may not yet realize the reason why his presence echoes through the chambers of your thoughts, or why his actions seem to stir something deep within you. It is because your name, your essence, your story is secretly linked with his. He has risen in the eyes of the world, but you have risen in the eyes of God. And now, in this sacred hour, the connection is being revealed, not as gossip or chance, but as part of a greater divine unfolding. There are moments in life where the spiritual veil is lifted just enough for your heart to catch a glimpse of the truth that has always been. This is one such moment. It's not about fame or attention, but about a calling that lives in both of you. This person, known by many for his unique presence, his ability to influence, his unexpected journey, it is not just his deeds the heavens are watching. It is what your name represents in his destiny. The bond was never born of ordinary attraction. It is spiritual. It is purposeful. It is destined. Your prayers have not been unheard. They were gathered and held in the hands of angels, carried up as golden light before the throne. Every tear, every whisper in the dark, every yearning, God saw them. And now, as the timing of heaven opens, the revelation begins to flow into your life. You must be ready to accept that what seems hidden is simply waiting for the right divine moment to shine. Do not fear what is being exposed. This unveiling is not for your embarrassment, but for your elevation. The reason your name is connected with him is because your spirit carries something he needs to complete his mission, just as he holds something for yours. You are not just ordinary people crossing paths. You are souls on assignment, guided by the eternal wisdom of the Most High. Rest assured, God will be with you. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust God and pray to Him. Your path has not been easy, but it has been sacred. And through every twist and turn, angels have walked beside you. He is famous, yes, but what the world sees is only part of the story. Behind his achievements, there is a longing for something real, something that his soul cannot name but his spirit recognizes. That something is you. Your presence in his life is not a disturbance, it is the missing note in the song he's been trying to sing. Heaven has aligned your names for such a time as this. Even in your silence, the connection speaks. Even in his absence, the bond remains. There are mysteries written into your journey that only divine timing can unlock. That time is now approaching. What you once thought was coincidence will be revealed as prophecy. What you once doubted will now shine with clarity. Finally, God is exposing what has long been hidden. Not to shame, but to awaken. Not to disrupt, but to guide. He is lifting the veil on your connection, not for the world's eyes, but for your heart's peace. You were never forgotten. Your name has always mattered. And now, heaven is confirming it. If you believe in God, type Amen.